14-6. Here's the final shot at the buzzer. It's up and no good, and that's the way the first quarter will conclude. 14-6. It is the Panthers out in front. As we get ready for second quarter action, we'll take a break, and we'll have that action for you here in just a few seconds. You're watching Benton
Cabin at Lakeview Resort. Swimming, fishing, boating. Wrap up the day enjoying sunset around one of our fire pits. Then enjoy your fully furnished lakeside cabin. Lakeview Resort has everything you need to create memories to share for a lifetime. So what are you waiting for? Call or go to our website to make your reservations today.
Being local, being part of the town, is what really sets us apart.
So it's just nice that we kind of take action.
That first Sheridan came out and hit that quick three, and we thought, uh-oh, here we go. But Panthers clamped down and
yes,
actually started some offense of their own.
Yeah, they did, didn't they? Panther basketball. Glenn back in the game for the Panthers. Here's Hilkert. There's Carl Ross. There's Carson Cates back on the floor as we start the second period.
They've been getting to the right man.
Exactly. Panthers have been working on that passing game, and there's a foul underneath as Ross is on the floor. And
fouls on number 2, Carl Ross, his second foul.
Well, they're going to say that Ross. They're going to. Well, it can't be. It can't be Ross.
Checking back in for Benton, number 23,
Jalen Reed.
Yeah.
No?
No, well, because we still have the basketball.
Well, I guess it was on Carl Ross.
Well, I think it had to be on Steph Thomas. And we'll have a timeout being called now, 18-8, 10-point lead. Panthers still maintaining that big lead. You're watching Benton Panthers basketball right here on Fidelity, Local 6.
Being local, being part of the town, is what.
So it's just nice that we kind of take action.
And customer service really is asking questions and finding out what the customer's need is.
Thank you for being connected with Fidelity.
This whole company, like technicians, everybody that I've worked with, they go above and beyond to give a good customer experience, more than what any customer expects. And it's nice.
Be locally connected with Fidelity Communications.
I guess we got everything figured out, right?
Yeah. There was a foul call.
Yeah.
And we both thought it was against Carl Ross, but they changed it to Malik McClendon with the foul.
Okay, 18-8 our score. As I mentioned before our break, 10-point lead for the Panthers. And Fred, to tell you what, it's been we talked about the passing of the Panthers tonight, and it's been razor sharp when you look around the plate. Well,
they had Jimmy. If you saw the passes against Texas Capital, you'd be like, "What are they doing?" But it looks so much better tonight. I know they worked on that in practice. Coach Hendricks had to be drilling those guys to get it right, get it right, get it right, and they look on.
Here's Seth Thomas inbound. Register is out, and Mike Evans is in. Here in the first half, Panthers maintaining their 10-point lead. Cacciatore. Here's a long shot from the corner, and ball is up and it's no good. And Thomas, White is on the floor as well. We're under 5 minutes to play now as the play is. Long three attempt that's up by Thomas, and it hits the top of the backboard, goes out of bounds, and Panthers again on offense, and the Panthers have just played a balanced game here in the first half.
They really have.
Sorry, Oates, you can tell somebody's happy. You see Oates makes I jumped up in the air. One of those Michael Jackson dance steps. Oates drives in and he's going to be called for the charge.
That's 2 on Sawyer.
Offensive foul, number 3, Sawyer Oates, his second foul.
All he has to do is drive and dish it out. And he can avoid those charges.
Steph Thomas bringing the ball up the floor for the Yellow Jackets. It's Matthew White off to Logan. There's Thomas, guarded by Carson Cates. Cacciatore inside. He's a wide body. Now he's back outside. Here's the long cross-court pass and the movement. Here's a drive baseline. The shot is up and Hilkert goes up strong, and he was in a fight with Thrill Kill. And it appears the possession arrow favors the Yellow Jackets, and again they'll have the basketball on offense. Here's Cacciatore, double team. Turnaround shot up, no good. Rebound is being tipped, and Thomas will come down with the basketball over to Thrill Kill. Thomas. Ingram with the basketball off to Cacciatore. There's Ingram again as they move it around the perimeter.
They want Cacciatore in the middle as well.
Cacciatore having to play way outside, and there's a steal as good hands by McClendon. McClendon reaching in, swatting at that basketball. And it appears as though on the tie-up, the arrow is going to point towards the Panthers. So, again, good defensive play by the Panthers. Carl Ross is back on the floor replacing Jalen Reed. Good quality minutes by Reed. 12-point lead for the Panthers. Here's Cates. Olds, he'll take the three. It's up, and the ball stepped out of bounds as McClendon thought he might have been fouled as the officials waved it off.
Carson Cates hit the floor hard that time as well. He thought he could pick up a foul against Steph Thomas, but no whistle was blown.
Brent Schulnote comes in the ball game for the Panthers. He'll play down low. Here's a beautiful shot underneath by Ingram. Ingram scores the basket. That's his first basket of the ball game. 10-point lead now for the Panthers with 1:45 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Schulnote. All to McClendon. McClendon at the top of the key. The give and go to Sawyer Oates. There's Ross. Schulnote guarded by Thomas now. Sawyer Oates, he'll bring the ball out to the half-court mark and set up the offense as we're down now to about 75 seconds remaining here before halftime. Here's Hilkert. Again, the offense very patient here for the Panthers. Sawyer Oates guarded by Cacciatore. Cacciatore is getting a workout. Here's Ross. There's Cacciatore again on Ross. And look at the passing by the Panthers. We talked about it. And there was...
Turn it over.
Yellow Jackets will get it back. What were you going to say, Rich?
They had a good possession.
Laid it up off the backboard and scored the basket. McClendon, 8 points in the first half. Under 10 seconds remaining. Cacciatore to Thomas. Here's the shot. (22-10) our score. Picks up his second foul, and he's going to hit to the bench. He's going to be replaced by Jarius Adams, number 10. Here's Carson Cates now with the inbound. Second one is up, and it's good. Saved by McClendon. Here's the give and go. Oh! As Thomas goes around, goes baseline, now kicks it out. Cacciatore in the lane. He can't get anything done. Here's a long three. Goes off the rim by Adams, and it goes out of bounds. And the Panthers again will have the basketball as Adams couldn't get his three to connect. And again, reached in, and Evans couldn't control the basketball for the Yellow Jackets. So the possession will remain in the hands of the Panthers as Cates will get the ball inside to Sawyer Oates. Now here's Cates and Oates. They back and forth. Oh, can't get it to go back as Sawyer did the step back move. 28-14 as Adams will bring the ball up the floor. Now here's White, takes it in the lane and scores. Matthew White on the basket. He has 5 points in the ball game. Here's McClendon, guarded by Adams, takes it in, kicks it back out. Here's Carson Cates. Under a minute to play. Oh, pass too tall for McClendon. Oh, Malik is sick about it.
Seconds left to go to the third quarter. This is where we can't afford to get sloppy because Sheridan can get back in this game really, really quick.
Logan Henry, number 4, checks back in. Also, Blake Morris, number 5, is back on the floor now for the Yellow Jackets. Under a minute to play. 12-point lead at 28-16. Panthers out in front. Panthers have led just the majority of the ball game. Well, really, let's just say with the exception of the first basket by Seth Thomas, it's been all Panthers. Long three by Ingram. (28-19) now. 25 seconds remaining here in the quarter. Here's Cates to McClendon. Oh, there is a collision as Seth Thomas was trying to go for a steal.
That was good hustle by Thomas. He almost had that steal.
Came up with it, but lost it and lost his footing and control. And
unfortunately, he committed a foul.
Yes, he did, and that's going to send Sawyer Oates to the free throw line. Sawyer has 7 points. And there's a little house cleaning going on the floor. Little extra perspiration on the floor. Cautionary move, making sure that players are going to be safe. No one's going to slip and slide on that floor. First free throw shot by Sawyer Oates. It's in the air and it comes off. No good as the rebound came out to Blake Morris. And here's Thomas. Under 10 seconds. Yellow Jackets going for a final shot. White couldn't get his shot up, and Thomas couldn't get it to go down at the buzzer. So that concludes the third as we get ready for fourth quarter action. 28-19 at Local 6.
Being local, being part of the town, is what really sets us apart.
So it's just nice that we kind of take action.
And customer service really is asking questions and finding out what the customer's need is.
Thank you for being connected with
our customers and hope everyone leaves completely satisfied. Call us or drop by. We're just off Alcoa Road in Benton. Visit us online and like us on Facebook.
And welcome back to Benton High School as we get ready for the start of the fourth quarter. Malik McClendon, beautiful move inside as McClendon putting on a clinic tonight.
13 points for him so far.
McClendon making a difference in the ball game. Matt White, his jumper up no good, and Reed clears the board. Here's the quick outlet to Sawyer Oates. And now the offense getting very deliberate for the Panthers. McClendon drives and he feels it, but he can't get it to go down. But he'll head back to the free throw line. Evans being called for the personal, and that's going to send Malik McClendon back to the free throw line, and it seems as though we've done nothing but call Malik's name here in the second half.
I know. Either at the line or driving to the hole.
First free throw shot a little bit too strong, gets the back of the iron. Here's Logan Ingram. He's back on the floor replacing Mike Evans for the Yellow Jackets. Beautiful follow through by McClendon. 31-19 our score.
Let's keep this lead, Benton. Be smart.
There's a foul. Looks as though that foul might go against. We'll see if that's going to go against Jalen Reed. Is going to be called for that personal. Reach-in foul as Ethan Hilkert will come back on the floor replacing Malik McClendon, as McClendon is going to get some well-deserved restful minutes on the bench. And there's a foul again on, looks like Jade's going to be called again for another personal. That's his second.
Yep.
Jalen sort of confused at it.
He's been the muscle man, but
yes,
he hadn't been leaning on people.
Here's Matthew White with the basketball. Seth Thomas. There's Ingram. Here's a running Adams, and it's up and it's no good. His shot just coming off the side of the iron. And it's again with the basketball on offense. Here's Reed over to Olsen. Look at the beautiful assist. Carl Ross.
His first bucket of the night.
Carl scores his first bucket, as Reggie said, but that was beautiful.
Beautiful play.
Beautiful play underneath. 33-19. We're at the 6-minute mark of regulation here in the fourth quarter. Matt White drives. His shot is up, no good, but the follow-up by rocking in a rocking chair, you know?
And we need him underneath that.
Absolutely. Here's Ross. Carson Cates is going to be fouled by Seth Thomas, as Thomas went for a steal.
At the line for the Panthers for 1-and-1, number 13, Carson Cates.
Cates is going to be at the line shooting the 1-and-1. Logan Ingram is now coming on the floor for the Yellow Jackets, replacing Jarius Adams. First free throw shot up by Carson. It's good. Carson with 3 points now in the ball game.
Much needed free throws here.
And free throw shot ran out. Almost a turnover as Blake Morris, expecting Thomas to be in one place in another room, finally came up with it. And there's a beautiful block by Carl Ross. What a block by Ross. Matthew White retrieving that basketball before it went out of bounds. There's Ingram. Now Morris takes it into paint, kicks it back out to Cacciatore. Cacciatore backs out. There's a double team in underneath, and this one goes out of bounds. We'll see if it was last touched this in by the Panthers. Last touched it, so the Yellow Jackets will make possession, and they'll take a timeout, and we'll take a timeout with 5 minutes and 3 seconds remaining in regulation. 34-22 our score. It is the Panthers out in front. In Panthers basketball on Fidelity Local 6.
Whether you're an elite gamer, a social media rock star, or a grandparent who wants to stay in touch with the grandkids, Fidelity is here to keep you connected. Getting premium high-speed internet Fidelity means you get the bandwidth you're looking for and exceptional customer service from a local company that understands your needs, all at a great price. Check out our new pricing and speed packages today. Visit us online at fidelitycommunications.com to learn more.
34-22. It is the Panthers nursing a 12-point lead. I'm James Smith along with Reggie Heyman. And Reggie, I tell you what, this one has been from the first half. The Panthers have stayed steady with the defensive play, and I mean they've confused Yellow Jackets here in the second half. But I guess that's been the story of the entire ball game so far.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing because the last game that they played against each other, Sheridan kind of had their way. And Benton was determined to come out here tonight and make sure that didn't happen again. So they're playing excellent defense. Some shots are going down. If they could just hit those free throws, they could widen this margin. So we need to do a little bit better job in the hole when we get to go to the free throw line.
And what can you say about the play of Malik McClendon?
Oh, man, I love that kid.
Cacciatore taking the inbound pass, trying to go for a shot and a lob shot right, and he was fouled. And he'll head to the free throw line to try to sink a pair of free throws as Jalen Reed will come back in the game, replacing Malik McClendon for the Panthers.
I think that was Malik's fourth foul.
Cacciatore now at 5 points in the ball. Second free throw shot, trying to cut the margin to 10. Cacciatore is going to be called for the reach-in foul. Logan Ingram getting ready to come back on the floor, but before that, Sawyer Oates is going to see if he can't take care of a little business at the free throw line. And it hits the front of the rim, comes off, and
they're letting Logan Ingram come back in, even though he has 4 fouls. I guess they need his offense here.
Right. Also, Blake Morris. Yes, you're right. You're right. Blake Morris is also in the ball game as Oates gets 1 out of 2. 8 points now in the ball game. Under 5 minutes remaining here in regulation. Here's Morris. Morris will take the shot, and Cacciatore and one. Ethan Hilkert being called for the personal, but
that's 4 on Ethan.
Cacciatore makes it a 10-point game now with 4 minutes and 34 seconds to go, and he's at the free throw line to try to complete a 3-point play.
Get this game down into single digits.
Then we'll have an interesting game. Another timeout. 9-point lead at 35-26. It is Panthers maintaining their lead, and we'll come back with more action here in just a few moments as you're watching Benton Panther 6.
Being local, being part of the town is what really sets us apart.
James Smith along with Reggie Heyman, and Reggie, this one's going to be a nail biter as we get down to the final few minutes. The turnover.
Turnover's hurt.
Thrill kill, look at the move inside, but can't get it to go down. Will make that catch, trying to go in, and what a beautiful move, but he just couldn't get the shot to go down. Charge called against Cacciatore. That's his fourth. Reggie getting a lot of fouls called on a lot of guys here late.
A lot of fouls, a lot of turnovers. You can't afford.
35-28. Sawyer Oates is going to be called for the over and back. Another turnover, and Ridge, I mean, the turnovers, all of a sudden the Panthers were playing turnover free basically, and now they've picked up quite a few turnovers here.
They have.
A few minutes.
Fourth quarter, but you know, that's because of Sheridan. Sheridan's getting those passes. They're pressing them tighter than they did earlier in the game and not letting them have their will and their way.
The ball was kicked by Sawyer Oates, and the Yellow Jackets now will inbound from the side on their end of the floor. No look pass underneath. There is the presence again. Cacciatore scoring again. It's down to a 5-point lead now. Cates, he'll take the three. No good. The rebound coming off to Blake Morris. Here's Matthew White off to Thomas. 35-30. What was at one point a 15-point lead is now down. Long three-point attempt up, no good as Oates comes down with the basketball. Beautiful running assist by Hilkert. Hilkert off the assist from McClendon. A big basket. And again, there is Cacciatore making his presence known underneath, bringing it back to a 5-point lead again.
Come on, guys, be careful with that ball.
Hilkert, Carson Cates in the corner. Back out front to Oates as Coach Hendricks is going to try to drain some clock. Baseline move, beautiful by Carl Ross.
Good job, Carl Ross.
Carl Ross on the beautiful move. 39-32. 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go here in regulation. Here's Thomas. We've got a barn burner going on.
Well, we knew it was going to come down to this. Both teams needing this win, wanting this win.
Thomas couldn't get his shot to go down and went above the rim and then committed to personal.
That's his fourth.
His fourth foul.
Cacciatore and Thomas both have 4 fouls. Actually, Cacciatore, Thomas, and Ingram
I tell you what, that's
fouls.
critical if either one of those players to foul out.
I know. Hilkert and McClendon for Benton has 4 fouls as well.
Talk about big free throws. Carson Cates at the free throw line. These are huge free throws.
Come on, Carson.
Carson comes off too strong as it hits the back of the iron. Carson now trying to make it an 8-point lead. And Carson misses both free throws.
That might hurt him.
58 seconds remaining in regulation. Here's Matt White with the basketball. Ingram is going to be called for the offensive foul.
Checking in for the Panthers, number 31, Kelvin Caffrey.
Here's Caffrey back in the ball game for the Panthers. Caffrey wearing number 31. Here's the inbound from Hilkert off to Oates. Everybody's leaving everything on the floor. Look at the drive by Caffrey, and a beautiful drive, and he's going to be fouled, and let's see what that foul's going to go against. Throw kill is going to be called for the personal foul. That's his second. Caffrey at the free throw line trying to make this a 9-point lead. Go ahead, Rich.
Jimmy, in the game against Texarkana, Caffrey had a block. That if it hadn't hit the wall, that ball still was from Wayne County. He got up high and just threw that ball out of there.
Really?
It was something to witness.
I bet. Second free throw is off to the side. It misses. 8-point lead. Panthers out in front. One.
No reason whatsoever to foul him.
Caffrey reaching in. And Cacciatore trying to complete the end one. I got Cacciatore at 16 points in the ball game. Back to a 5-point lead. And here's another turnover.
And that's what they need. They need a timeout.
Caffrey couldn't come up with it, and quickly Coach Dexter Hendricks said, hey, wait a minute. Let's slow this thing down, guys. Let's take a timeout. Well, they're taking a timeout. We'll take a timeout. With 1:22 seconds remaining in regulation, watching Benton Panther basketball on Fidelity Local 6.
At Midstate Transmission, we're more than just your everyday repair shop. We're an affordable, caring, and customer-focused business. We've been treating our customers like family for over 8 years. We're the experts in transmission repair and offer the best warranty in town. Here at Midstate Transmission and Auto Repair, We do more than just.
The Yellow Jackets doing battle tonight in Benton, Arkansas. And you're watching it right here on Fidelity Local 6. Carl Ross.
That's what we need.
Ross sinks the free throw. Now it's a 6-point game. Ross, nothing but the bottom of the net. Lead is now 7 with 40 seconds remaining here in regulation. Basketball.
Local company that understands your needs, all at a great price. Check out our new pricing and speed packages today. Visit us online at fidelitycommunications.com to learn more.
Seconds remaining here in regulation. 42-37. Nobody said it was going to be easy. Looking at a 15-point lead, and all of a sudden in this second half, and we saw Malik McClendon coming on the second, really made the difference for the Panthers. But then the play underneath of Tyler Cacciatore, and Cacciatore came on fire, just really caught fire in the fourth quarter. And now you've got the lead at 42-37. This one is not over yet. 5-point lead.
Not by a long shot. Glad we have the ball.
Yes. Here's Carl Ross, and Ross is going to be fouled by Thomas, and I think that's going to do it for Thomas.
Thomas is gone as well. I wouldn't want to have anybody else on the line right here but Carl Ross. He's hitting his free throws. And as soon as I say that, watch him miss.
Now, you can't jinx anybody, Reg. Come on now. You're not supposed to.
I know.
All right, I blame
Let's
it on
let
me blame it on the cold medication. Okay?
There you go.
Right.
Yeah.
You wouldn't talk like this.
I'm a little
if you
drowsy.
didn't.
Well,
You wouldn't.
everybody knows I lost my voice at Tuesday night.
This is what I'm trying to say. Nobody would say anything, okay, if you know what I mean? On that first shot by Carl Ross is up, and it's good.
I'm just glad to be able to speak.
Oh, yes. 1 out of 10. Here's full court pressure, and there's a.
Wow, we're just off Alcoa Road in Benton.
They're down by 6.
No.
They're going to claw until the last second.
You know,
that's the mark of a good team and a good coach team.
And it's showing. It is showing tonight. Both squads, very good play. Another whistle being blown, and there is a foul away from the ball.
That's on Hunter Thrillkill.
Fouls on number 25, Seth Alexander.
Well, they're going to call it on Alexander. That's his first, and that's going to send Carson Cates. Now, Cates missed a pair of free throws about a minute or so ago. We'll see if Carson can redeem himself. Here's the free throw shot by Carson. There's the English on it. You can see the spin. It's up to a 7-point margin.
That's a good strategy by Sheridan's coach. He's putting those guys in 2 foul.
Yes, he is.
So he's game.
Here's the rebound coming down to Cacciatore. He'll take it all the way, and he'll put one up off the glass and scores. Again, here's the pressure. Carson. There is Sawyer Oates that's going to be fouled, and that foul is going to go against Mike Evans. That's his third. We're down to 8 seconds remaining here in regulation. 44-39. All Sawyer's got to do is put it away with a couple of free throws.
All that's got to happen.
And he hits the front of the rim. Here's Caffrey back on the floor for the Panthers. Shot just put up and good. Jarris Adams makes it a 2-point margin, as we'll have a quick timeout being called by Sheridan, and we'll take Benton Panthers basketball. Don't go anywhere on Fidelity Local 6.
We're a little bit more of a close-knit community, so we have a lot of people in here, every shape and size. We have 14-year-olds up to 80-year-olds working out in here. We keep in contact with our members in a variety of ways, so that way we can try to hit everybody. We do use social media a lot. We try to post videos of our members. We try to post videos of members that have had great success. I would definitely recommend working with Fidelity. They have everything that you need. 3 words to describe, I would say efficient, friendly, and easy.
4:42 our score. A second left on the clock, and Reg, I tell you what, This one here has been a nail biter. We said it was going to be a barn burner.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And you can tell both these teams know each other, and they know what to do with each other, and they knew what to expect in this game. And man, Sheridan really came back and really taking it to the Panthers right now.
But you know, one of the things we were talking about at one point is this